So we've got a tremendous team. It's called a team that we are going to put in place on day one when I become a dictator. When I beat Kombucha Harris, we are going to, you're not going to believe how strong, it's going to be the greatest team. You know, they used to have a thing, you may not know this, not a lot of people have heard this. There was a show called the A Team, and they asked me to be on it. They said, well, sir, would you lead the A Team? I said, I'm a little busy doing strong business, so good luck with your show. And it was a hit. It would have been a bigger hit with me. And I thought the A Team is usually what they say for the great, like a great team. And I thought the team I've put together, I'm going to introduce you to my great cabinet right now. But this team that I've put together is much better than the A Team. And I thought, what letter or letters could I use to indicate a team that's even stronger than the A Team? And there's three letters that whenever you say them, people get very scared because they're so powerful and they're tough. So I'm calling this team, my cabinet for the second Trump administration, the HIV team, because it's a lot stronger than the A Team. So let's introduce our great HIV team. First off, let's go. Bye-bye.
I am so proud to be in our not racist country with President-elect Donald Trump. He has named me Secretary of Housing and Urban Development because he said to me, boy, you're a black, you know urban. And I said, I sure do, Mr. Donald. And I tap dance away, so excited for January 2025.
I'm Scott Jennings, and I am just so over the moon to be named press secretary for President Donald J. Trump in his second administration. President told me he enjoyed the fact that when I was on CNN, I would just smirk incessantly at people with my patented smarmy disdain for people who disagreed with me, and I would laugh through my teeth. Or my favorite thing would be whether it was talking about women dying, trying to get health care, or poor people, or Ukrainians getting slaughtered by Vlad Putin. He always enjoyed that I would just smirk at them and then come up with an whataboutism that would often include something 1/1000th as important or big. So I look forward to jousting with the fake news media for the next 4 years and just smirking at them as they name various constitutional atrocities that President Trump will surely implement. But then I'll say, but what about that time Kamala Harris chewed gum? And smirk.
So, I am proud to have been named Commissioner of the Social Security Administration by President Donald J. Trump. He looked at me, despite our differences, despite the fact that I think he's a cancer on America, the worst president we've ever had, and the worst human being I've ever met. But we put aside our differences when he looked at me and said, you're an old piece of shit. Why don't you run Social Security? Because that's for poor people who are pieces of old shit. You old piece of shit. And I said, thank you so much for those kind words, Mr. President. I am happy once again to serve you and help your agenda because you treat me with such beautiful respect. So, very cool what President Donald Trump has said to me, that I could be head of NASA because I'm so cool with like spaceships and scientific discoveries. But he also said I could be Secretary of State because I'm like, he told me, you're not American, right? You spectrum boy. And I said, that's what I like about the president. He's very, like, not PC, and he's very, not afraid to say the truth. And I am on the spectrum, so, like, I respect the fact that he called me out for it. And basically, I told him I would take both jobs, Secretary of State and head of NASA, just the way I run Tesla and SpaceX and also X. Like, so I'm basically, like, being in the government will be, like, a less responsibility than what I do with, like my businesses. So looking forward to that. I just asked him, bro, could you not like make me Secretary of Health and Secretary of State? Because like, it's like a chick, like secretary is like a chick position, and I'm like totally alpha male. So I asked him if we could call it like cool bro alpha male dominating totally of state. And he said, sure, bro, just get away from me with your weird face. And I said, see, that's why this president is like the best at jokes. The left will never have a president as funny as him because he like doesn't do cancel culture. And it's like, so I look forward to doing, let's go. Ah!
Well, everybody, I'm so proud to have been named Secretary of Youth and Health and Human Services by Donald J. Trump. And we are going to have a robust revising of our health protocols. First of all, masks will be now illegal, and also dental dams will be illegal. I have been told by many of my adulterous lovers that when I go down on them and my sonorous voice hits them in their nether regions, it's like Satan himself is having sex with them orally. So I look forward to helping our kids stay healthy, and most importantly, committing raw dog adultery with many women and letting them get a taste of the Kennedy dynasty. Camelot meets camel toe.
Oh, what's up, Patriots? I'm so excited because my dad said, he said, it's fun. And I said, what's up, Dad? Because he's so cool. I was so excited to talk to him. And he said, Dad, I said, son, when I win this election, I'm going to win the election because the radical left, they hate us. They hate us so much. They are so anti-Trump because, sorry, radical left, we want to make the world great again. We want to make America the best. I guess that's not okay, the radical left. So they put up DEI Harris and assistant coach Tampon Tim. And they say, oh, they're bad for America. Oh, we're actually great for America. We're great for America. That's why my dad, in a move that because everybody knows Hunter Biden was always the favorite of Sleepy Joe. And everybody said, why doesn't your dad love you this much? And I said, my dad loves me this much. He's just not like, doesn't show it the same way. And all of a sudden, my dad says to me, how would you like to run the DEA, son? You seem to have a lot of knowledge of drugs. And I said, Dad, it's amazing. He wouldn't let me run the family business. He said Eric knew business more and Ivanka had better tits, so I was like left out. But now he wants me to be part of the administration. He said nothing will trigger the libs more than 2 Trumps in the White House, 2 Trumps in the White House. So I'm very excited to get started on the left. By the way, it's going to be so sad. They're going to, they want to have fentanyl parties where they hand out fentanyl to all our kids, but it's not going to happen on my watch. It's not going to that. Fentanyl and all sorts of drug shipments are going to go right to my house where I can keep them safe. So thanks, Dad. Let's make America great again.